Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, H. Cooper Crafty Bug and Crafty Bug's Homecoming Mom Beehive. Actually, I think that's going to be on the Beehive channel. So anyway, I am doing another Peyton braid. So I wanted to do another video and show you a couple of little tips in here on doing this ribbon that gives everybody a hard time. For some reason, I was thinking it was the middle ribbon, but it's the left ribbon. See, that's why I need to keep updating these videos. But I am going to start out, I'm slowing the video down. Like once I start braiding, I'm going to slow it down at first, just for anyone that's struggling with this braid or hasn't ever made it before. So let me tell you first, I did diamond dust, and I will put the measurements at the end, okay? But I did diamond dust, 3 colors of diamond dust. I did not double the ribbons. I did not back them up with acetate or luster. So I kind of wanted to see where each color lands. So if you'll pay attention to that at the end, like where each color lands. So I did the diamond dust all face up, and like I said, one-sided. So you'll see where they land on the finished braid. But the blue ribbon is the one that's going to give you a hard time. And like I said, for some reason I was thinking it was the middle ribbon, but it's not. It's the left ribbon. So try to tighten this up as best you can. It's difficult at the very beginning of this braid, and when I first started making it, like the first 2 or 3 inches looked horrible. Now sometimes I can get it to look great from the very start, but sometimes like this one, it'll be like an inch that looks bad. And I think it was because of the diamond dust. It's not uncommon for me to use diamond dust on this braid, but I have never made it with just diamond dust. So, you know, they can be a little bit more stiff and harder to work with. And the silver one actually gives me a whole lot of trouble. So like I said, I'm doing this slowly at first so you can see what I'm doing. And when you notice when you're braiding, when you look down at this, it's a boxy shape. It almost looks like a double box braid. But you're going to end up with a triangular shape. You're going to have a boxy side on one side, a boxy side on the other, and then a flat side that shows all 3 ribbons, which is my favorite side. But this blue ribbon is the one that's going to give you a hard time. You kind of have to manipulate, you do have to manipulate where it is because you want it to stack on top of that blue loop. So every time you braid, you want the colors to stack on top of each other. That's how you're going to get a good braid. If they're not stacking on top of each other, each loop, the colors, so use 3 different colors because that's going to help you tremendously in making this braid. Use 3 different colors. You can use, if you use acetate or luster, you can just use single if you want, but it is not going to turn out as good. If you're using acetate or luster, please double it up. I know it's a lot of ribbon, but if you're just practicing, don't do that. Don't waste a bunch of ribbon. Just start out with like a yard or 2 and just keep unraveling it and practicing it. I wouldn't keep wasting a bunch of ribbon. But once you're ready to really make one, please double up the ribbons. You're going to get a better looking braid, I promise. Okay, there's that blue loop again. It never goes where it wants to. And so you have to manipulate where it goes. Remember, I slowed this video down, so that's why it's like this. But I just wanted to help those that are starting the braid, never made it before, and then those that are having trouble. I figured if I slow it down. But just remember, any video you're watching, you can go into your settings right there on the screen, and you can change your playback speed. You can slow it way down. I think they give you like 4 different options on YouTube. See how you can also do it like this and move the blue one before you put the black ribbon in. Stacy on TikTok came up with that little hack on helping people with the Peyton braid, and that's really helped a lot of people. So you can either move the blue loop after you put the black ribbon in, or you can move it first like I showed you. And I'm going to do it both ways throughout the video, so you're going to see it again. But, just scroll back if you need to. I'm so sorry. And make sure you're snugging up those ribbons the best you can. There's the blue one again. See, just fighting with. I'm trying to keep it snug. I'm sorry, I do this several times. I get out of frame and I realize it and I move it back, so I apologize. A lot of times it's just when I'm trying to snug them up, try to get it close to me. See, I want those to be stacked on top of each other. And like I said, that silver one just kept giving me a hard time because it kept folding over, it kept creasing in places, creasing on the edges when I would do a loop, and it was just giving me a really hard time. But the blue and black diamond dust did not give me any trouble. It did not give me any trouble, either one of those colors. Sorry, we had a Kit Kat bark, so I had to cut off some of that. Yeah, the blue and the black were just fine. And if you don't like, the backside of the blue or any of the diamond dust, back that up with like an acetate or luster. I prefer luster. I keep saying acetate first, but I prefer luster. Or you can double up your diamond dust. Or you could use imprint on one side, but I really wanted to see where each color laid. Now, if you're in our Facebook group, Ginger made some like color charts of some of these braids where each color lands, like, where you start the braid and, which, the left, the middle, the right, whichever ribbon you choose to be what color and where it ends up on the braid. So if you did not see those or you're not in the group, go look for those. You can join our Facebook group. The link is in the description. You just have to answer all of the questions and you have to be subscribed to all 3 channels. I can't tell you how many people do not answer the questions or all of the questions. They just answer some of them. And I know some people have problems with whatever device they're on. It doesn't pop up and give them all the questions, so I'm not talking about y'all, but some of y'all just try to skip it. And you're just going to be rejected if you don't answer all the questions. Anyway, let's get back to this braid. So there's that pesky blue loop again. Again, you're going to move it over. Now, usually when I'm doing this braid, and like I said, usually I'm using mostly lusters. At some point while making this, the blue one will just start going where I need it to go. Not all the time, but most of the time, I'll notice it at some point, like I have to manipulate it for a while, and then all of a sudden it start going where it needs to go. But with all all diamond dust on this one, it never did that. So it's not a guarantee that that will happen, but just know that a lot of times for me, it will just start going where you want it to go. And like I said, keep snugging up those ribbons. Don't get frustrated if it doesn't turn out great the first time. Like I said, you really want to practice. This is a more difficult braid, so don't be hard on yourself if you can't get it. I'm just going to keep putting videos out there of this, and hopefully, one of them clicks for you. And I don't know why I keep using black ribbons. They don't turn out as well on the video. But at least I've got blue and silver with it, so it is easier, to see the different, which ones I'm using. But like I said, with this braid, I would definitely recommend using 3 different colors. It's really going to help you out. If you, made several of these, then I'm sure you can do it with 2 colors or even 1 color. But the reason why I say 3 colors is, you see, I have a black loop inside of a blue loop, so silver is next. You're never going to get confused if you look and see what you just braided. So we're doing silver, so blue will be next, because you see silver inside of the black, so it has to be blue next. Blue inside of the silver, so black is going to be next. That's why I say 3 colors. You're always going to know what your next one is going to be, so you don't have to worry about that. See, I don't tighten that very much at first because I got to move that blue one. And then just move it where it's stacked on top of the others and you're fine. See, it's not that complicated. I know when it's not turning out, you know, when the loops are not going where they need to be, then it looks like a hot mess. So it took me a while. Just remember, it took me a while to figure out all these little tips and stuff. And it took a while before mine looked really good. The silver ribbons are driving, or silver ribbon is driving me crazy. Like I said, the back side is my favorite. I just like the way that flatter side looks with all 3 ribbons. And I did notice that the silver and black show up face up, but the blue shows up on its back side on that flat side. So, and the blue was the left ribbon, and then black and silver, right? I think. I have to go back and see again. But anyway, so the middle and right ribbons show face up on the back, and the left ribbon shows up face down on the back. So if you want to do 3 diamond dust like this, you know, if you double them up, you won't, where it's all diamond dust, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But if you wanted all the diamond dust or all the pretty ribbons to show up on the back side, you'd want to do that left ribbon upside down to start with. And then it should put it where all 3 are face up on the back. It's just whatever you want, though. I mean, the way I did it, there was diamond dust showing on all 3 sides, so it's a win-win. Like I said, normally I would back up the diamond dust with, you know, like a luster or even double the diamond dust, because I'm not crazy about the back sides. I mean, they're kind of like metallic looking, so they're not bad looking. It just, I'm not crazy about the back side of them. Some people don't care. That's just me. But I wanted to see where the colors landed on the braid. So that was a really great way to do it. There's that pesky blue one again. See, you've got the silver diamond dust, the black diamond dust showing, and then the blue is showing the bottom side. And then there's the top side of the blue and the silver. So your right ribbon is going to show the most. So if you use diamond dust, if you double your diamond dust, you're going to have that diamond dust show on all 3 sides. And the right ribbon is also the longest, the ribbon that you need to do the longest. So like I said, I'm going to put the measurements. I did adjust them a little bit, but I did not finish the braid yet as voiceovering this video. So I don't know what the results are going to be, because I haven't been getting the length I wanted with the with my measurements. So I added a little bit to the, well, to all 3 of them. So once I finish it, I'll just go in the comments and if I remember, so remind me if you're watching this later and I didn't put it in there, I'll go in and put what my measurements were. I mean, what the results were and the measurements. But you guys will probably have to remind me. I do have them written down though. And I will put my measurements, what I'm using on this one. And I make this with 7/8 or 9/16, and this one is the 7/8. Yes, that's my coffee. I'm sorry. I need to drink while I'm voiceovering. All right. I decided I'm going to try and finish this braid while I'm watching this and voiceovering, because I can't stand it sitting here next to me unfinished and watching this. So I hope this isn't too loud. Maybe I need to move my microphone where it's not in front of it. So you can listen to me braid while you watch. This silly silver ribbon is driving me crazy. It really is. It doesn't look bad There's just a few places where you can see a little crease where it wanted to crease in the middle. And the blue ribbon is starting to want to go where I need it to go. I'm just barely having to give it a push now. Probably not on the video, but I'm saying in real life right now. Not what you're watching. I do like the results of it. I think it does look very pretty. But I'd really love to give you guys a final measurement or length, you know, what I ended up with adding a little bit of length on there. It's funny, this braid, every time I make it, especially if there's been time in between making it, I get different results in the length. So I know it has to be making it snugger or looser, because any type of military braiding you do, the snugger you make it, the shorter it's going to be, of course. Looks like I was showing off all the colors, or all the sides. So yeah, two sides of this braid are going to look like a double box braid. Some people just call it box braid, but I call it a double box. I was just moving the camera closer. I feel like I was too far away. I still have a good 24 inches of most of the ribbons except for the blue. A couple inches shorter. But I only have like 4 minutes left of the video, so I don't know if I'm going to get it done. But I will get it done in time to add it to it. I was trying to beat the video. I was trying to remember why I stopped. I had to go outside and try to get Lucy inside. Trying to move that black ribbon so you can see me moving the blue ribbon where it needs to be. Ooh, I'm almost done. Okay, the blue ribbon is at its end, and the silver is next, and then the black one. But I can still do a silver, a black and a silver braid, weave, whatever you want to call it. Maybe one more. Let's see. Okay, silver is going to be the last one. And I'm sorry I didn't get how I finish it on there, but I do have that on the other videos. You just need to give it a few staples. Make sure none of those ribbons come undone. And I like to give myself a couple, I'll leave the ends on. So any little scrap pieces, or at least, a couple of inches, I usually save at least 2 on there because I don't know which one is going to work best on attaching it to the backer. And I have shown that on videos as well, attaching these onto mums. And I'm actually working on a purple and gold one during live streams on both my video, or I think it's both my channels. And I did make a Peyton for that one, so I will be showing that one live soon. Okay, looks like that's it. I'm actually going over, but I'm gonna go take some pictures and videos of this finished braid, and I'll add that so it should match up to the length of the video, the entire video. Let me see what I ended up here with. Oh, it's just a couple inches shy of a yard. Let me see here. The very tip of the beginning to the last of the braiding. Nice. 33 inches. See, and that's the measurements I was getting before with my, the length I was getting before with my old measurements, and for some reason it hasn't been working out for me, so I don't know if I'm making it snugger now or what. But anyway, so I ended up with 33 inches. That was, again, 7/8. So my left My left ribbon was 5 yards plus 12 inches. My middle ribbon was 4 yards plus 24 inches, and my right ribbon was 6 yards. Okay, so here is the very end. You can see where I stapled it and how I stapled it and how I finished it off. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to do all those YouTube things, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Please be kind with your comments. Please be kind to yourself, to others. Happy mom making, happy crafting, and God bless. See you on the next one.